Joseph, Ruth, Jonah.
What do you have there?
Well, you know how this year is the 20th anniversary of Storytime?
Yeah.
Well, these are all the scripts from the time machine through the book of Sunlight. I figured we'd make a little library.
Wait, you're kidding.
No, I really wanted the library.
Not that. I'm talking about the Storytime scripts. Do you realize what you hold in your hands?
Yeah, I told you, all the Storytime.
Oh, my short-sighted little friend. Open your eyes just a little. 20 years of Storytime. Think of the lessons, the wisdom, the
Stupid jokes.
what you hold in your hands may be the key to making my wildest dreams come true.
Your wildest dreams?
All I have to do is read the scripts, maybe memorize them, and it'll almost be like reading the whole Bible.
I think you might be overestimating how long Storytime actually is. I think they actually just seem long.
Silly girl, never let facts get in the way of a good story. All I'm saying is, all I have to do is read these scripts, and I could get an A in church.
Church.
Just think of it.
There are no grades in church.
Not yet there aren't.
That doesn't even make sense.
When has that mattered in a story time?
Nobody's ever gotten an A in church.
Then I'll be the first? Like Neil Armstrong landing on the moon. Or Mary Curie getting a Nobel Prize. Or Edmund Hillary climbing Mount Everest. I'll make history. I'll be a legend. Give me those scripts.
Sure.
Wahaha! Hey, Lucas. Whoa, nice to see you too, Lucas.
What was that about?
And what was he carrying?
Oh, those are the Storytime scripts from the last 19 years.
Huh. How about that? I wonder what's on television.
So what do you think? Page 5. So what do you think got Lucas so wound up?
So, what do you think got Lucas so wound up?
I have no idea. One minute I was telling Lucas how I had all these scripts with me, and the next minute he started going all crazy sick, going about how they have the kids get an A in church.
Wait a minute, did you just say something about getting an A in church? I thought they didn't give out any A's in church.
That's what I said.
B's maybe, B plus in a while, but an A?
They don't give out grades. But then Lucas said that how that made getting an A more valuable and how great it is his first person ever got. Oh well, now I have to wait until Lucas finishes before I can make my library. See you.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Lucas is trying to get an A in church. That's hilarious.
Huh, ridiculous.
It's not gonna happen, because if anybody's gonna get that A in church, it's gonna be me.
But I thought you just said that there's no such thing as an A in church.
I know what I said.
Oh great, then we can move on to something really, really important. Like, what's on television?
I know what I said, but what if I'm wrong? Wrong? I know it never happened before, but I hear it happens with other people all the time. There could be a first time, and then Lucas would have the first day ever. And then where would we be?
Watching television?
Nowhere.
I'm okay with that.
I need to get those scripts.
Okay.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Well, you're gonna get those scripts, remember? We are gonna hang out.
You mean you're not gonna help me?
You mean like we're all gonna get an A?
Well, no. But we're a team, aren't we?
A team. Trying to get you an A.
I realize it might not sound like there's that much in it for you when you put it that way, but think about all the people on the team at NASA who worked together so Neil Armstrong could take a giant leap on the moon.
Yeah, but that was like The moon.
Then think of...
Fine. We get it. Look, if it means that much
You
to you...
have no idea.
Fine.
My team, I knew you'd come through. Now, how do we get our hands on those scripts?
Actually, I think I remember them all. I think I've seen them all and pretty much remember them.
You remember them?
Doesn't everybody?
This is perfect. So, but where do we begin?
The beginning.
That's really it.
Okay, let me see. Adam and Eve. That must have been back in 2011. From the Game with Two Rules. I think I remember. Whoa. It's amazing, don't you think?
What?
Everything?
If you say so. So, what's new?
What's new? Everything?
If you say so.
Come on. What do you want to do today?
I don't know. What do you want to do today?
I'm hungry.
What's hungry?
I don't know. I think it's a feeling in your stomach. And I think you need to eat things to make it go away.
Eat?
Food. Things that grow. Put them in your mouth. Make the feeling in your stomach go away.
Huh. You know, I think I'm that hungry thing too. Now, what was that one food God told us not to eat?
Broccoli?
I don't think that was
Bad. Brussels sprouts?
it. How about a nice, juicy apple? That was it.
I know. But it looks really good.
I know, it kind of does, but God said God just wants to eat apples. Let you have all the Brussels sprouts you want. You know, I'm not really all that crazy about Brussels sprouts. Besides, if God didn't want you to have this delicious apple, God shouldn't have even shown it to you. I mean, what's the first thing that you think about if I say, do not think of an elephant? What's an elephant?
I keep thinking about the apple.
Who could blame you?
I don't know about this.
Do you think there's anybody we could ask?
Seriously, Adam?
Besides, it's not just an ordinary apple.
Did you hear that, Adam? Listen to the man.
Serpent.
Fine. Serpent. Whatever. Listen to the serpent. It's not just an ordinary apple.
How so?
Yeah. How so? I mean, you've never even had a regular apple before. What's this special thing?
This apple makes you smart. Wise. You will be the greatest creature in the entire world. It'll be like getting A, well,
What's an A? I don't know, but it must be good.
Here, have a taste. So, what this story is saying, all I really need to do to get my A is find one of those special apples, right?
Were we watching the same story?
They wanted to be the best, right?
Right.
So they get the apple, right?
Right, but the facts of the story.
But what if they're alternative facts?
Don't even go there.
Fine, but I'm liking how this story time review is going. I think I could learn a lot. Now, what comes next? Pretty much the whole rest of the Bible. You really like to make this difficult, don't you? How about just take something? How would you like a little wisdom? Wisdom sounds good.
I'm not so sure.
Then here's some traveling troubadours, a parable and a little conflict. From what time is it? From back 2010.
3, 4, 5. $95, $96, $97, $98, $99, $99, $99. Oh my God! I'm missing a sheep. What do I do?
Stupid sheep.
Who are you?
You're alone, on a hill, in the middle of nowhere. Who do you think I am? I'm basically you, only an angry you. It's a theatrical device. Figure it out.
Whoa,
That sheep disrespected you.
that's a little harsh. It's only a sheep.
Sure, be that way. You go chasing after that ungrateful sheep. Pretty soon all your other sheep will be running off. Then what are you gonna do?
You have a point.
Of course I have a point. That's why I said it. You've got to show these sheep who's boss.
Well, what if something happens that they're little, lost?
What if something happens to you?
Let me guess, you're just scared of me?
What a bunch of wimps.
Go ahead, call me names, big bullies. Do you have any idea what's out there?
Well, I mean, there are predators that I protect the sheep from, but that's kind of my job.
Wolves
And he'll huff, and he'll puff, and he'll blow your house down.
and lions
Ooh, scary.
and tigers.
Actually, we're in the Middle East, and even in ancient times, there weren't really any tigers.
And vicious space aliens just waiting to abduct unsuspecting shepherds.
Okay, I get your point. Something could happen to me, but I think I still should.
Have you thought of the cost-benefit analysis? Of course, you could go after the lost sheep, and maybe you'd find him. But maybe you wouldn't.
And you are?
The practical side of you. Oh, great. Mr. Excitement. And even if you do find that lost sheep, what's to say it will come back with you? Maybe it likes being off on its own.
Listen to her. Listen to her.
Oh, listen to him. I couldn't agree more.
And what about the 99 sheep you'd be leaving here on their own? While you're gone, more sheep could wander off. Or the same predator who may have already eaten this sheep could be waiting for you to go to take 5 or even 10 more. I'd say the return investment on you going to look is less than 3%. Not very promising, I think you'd agree.
So what you're all saying is,
Don't go!
I don't know, maybe I should sleep on it and wait until the sun comes up.
He's not going to go. That's not how the parable goes.
We better be wanting to see.
Give me my shepherd shirt. I've got a sheep to find.
And so you see, now everything is clear and everyone can be. What are you talking about? Nobody's clear about anything.
Your parables didn't solve anything.
They just made everyone feel more like they were right.
And then
And then they didn't want to change.
You know, I'm not even sure I understand what these parables were trying to say. You're questioning our parables?
That's it. No more friendship.
No more anything. What the heck? If everybody's being mean to everybody else, I never really liked that poetic thing you do.
You don't like my poetry? That was so hurtful. I'm leaving.
Stop!
You can talk.
Look at you! You used to be friends, you used to be troubadours together. Now everybody hates everybody, it's crazy!
Well, isn't that what's supposed to happen when people want different things? Yeah, why should I pick what I want? And why should I give up what I want?
Don't you see? Where I go to church, things like this come up all the time. It's easy to get along when everybody wants the same thing, but sometimes people want different things. And the more everybody thinks about their thing, the more important it feels. What we learn at church is the real important thing is how we treat each other when we don't want the same things, like the Bible says.
I try to tell him.
Those stories didn't tell us anything. We all heard what we wanted to hear.
But don't you see, it's not just the stories by themselves. If you don't listen with love, you won't hear anything except yourself.
Whoa, no, that's poetic.
And when the Bible says that sometimes it can be a time for this and sometimes a time for the exact opposite, the only way to figure out what time it really is, what time it is for everyone together, is to listen. To really listen. Isn't that right?
Exactly. Holy cow, I've never felt so wise in my whole life. Definitely gonna get that A.
I'm not sure exactly why that doesn't make sense, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Did anyone ever tell you you can be something of a fun sucker?
Hey,
Forget it. Never mind. You know what we need now? More wisdom and some New Testament. Got anything like that?
Well, there were 3 pretty famous people associated with Jesus from Christmas 13 years later, back in 2007. Why don't we visit with them?
Do you hear that? We have been here before.
Very wise you to notice how those are. And once again, there's a great star that brought us. Very wise of you, Melchior. I'll think of something wise. Don't worry. Stop doing that. I hate it when you do that. I'm just as wise as you and you know it. I'm just in a slump. Let's just go in.
Welcome, Wise. We have been waiting for you.
Late again, like last time.
Friends, it is a child from so many years ago, only now grown.
Very wise of you, Balthazar. And this must be the saintly mother.
Very wise of you, Melchior.
I was going to say that. I'm wise. I was just a little slow. Cut it out.
Putting your pride behind you may be the wisest choice of all, my friend. It was a long time ago.
We lost track of it.
It has been such a long time, Lord. We lost track of you after you escaped to Egypt.
It's wonderful to see you again. And wonderful to see you too. I would not be here now if not for your bravery and wisdom. I wanted you here to give you a gift to repay the great gift that you gave me.
Don't go spreading the gifts too thin now. Remember, we were here first.
The gift I bring is big enough for all. It was a long time ago.
Not another flashback. We're waiting to open the present.
We had been looking to the skies for a sign of something great that was to come.
Costume malfunction. Sorry. Okay, now come back. All right, guys, come on.
star come from? Where would it lead us?
And how long would the journey take?
Well, actually, we did know it would take a long time.
Yes, we knew it would take a long time.
Well, we didn't know.
Well, we didn't know if the journey would be dangerous, or if we'd ever return to see our home, our children, or our wives.
Yes! We journeyed long and far.
We crossed it.
We crossed many lands.
Always following the star.
Always following the star.
Following the star was the whole point.
You guys are really starting to get on my nerves.
We journeyed until we came to the palace of King Herod.
We told him of a great king who was to be born in his land.
We told him of a king who would one day take his place as king of all the world.
Well, actually, you told him that. And may I say, that was not the wisest thing you have ever said. Not wise at all.
He seemed like a nice man. He seemed so interested.
He asked if we would.
He asked if we would return to show him where this great king was, so he could pay his respects as well.
Then he sent us on our way after we promised to return.
I'm not saying anything anymore.
But there's little more to tell. The star brought us here.
Where we came in, brought you gifts,
Gold.
and frankincense.
And don't make fun of the myrrh. My wife picked it out. She said everybody loves myrrh.
But we never went back to the palace of King Herod.
We never told him what we'd seen.
I wonder which one of the wise ones I would have been.
I have a pretty good idea.
What's that?
Nothing.
What about you?
I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm only here to remember old storytellers.
Fine. If everybody's going to go make a case for trying to get an A in church, are there any people in the Bible who want to do the same thing?
Well, there's this from the rabbi's story back in 2015. Look at that! Awesome!
Did you say something?
I sure did. Have you seen anything like that or like that? I've never seen anything like it before. Well, come to think of it, I've never seen anything like anything before.
You did say something. You did.
It was just the most amazing thing. I was going to see this Jesus guy. I felt him touch me. And the next thing I knew, my eyes, they could see.
Yeah, I saw you there. And that's pretty impressive, I guess. But if you ask me, hearing's a much more difficult healing to accomplish. I mean, my whole life, I couldn't hear. Not one little word or anything. And then Jesus looked at me and touched me, and all of a sudden I could hear things I never even knew had sounds. The birds, the insects, you bragging about your little blindness thing.
Little, like your deafness healing is such a big deal. I'm surprised it wasn't left to one of the first year rookies or disciples to take care of. Save the tough cases for the big guy.
Ha! Blindness, deafness, child's play.
Child play? Why?
Try not being able to walk. At least you all can get close to Jesus. My friends had to carry me the whole way from town. Then they had to try and get through the crowd. You know, all little nothing cases people trying to waste his time with. Well, of course, you two would know. Who are you? Then they had to lift me up on the roof of the house, cut a hole in it, and lower me down, just so I could see.
That was you?
That was my house. Sorry about that. Anyway, there I am, lying at Jesus' feet. All he does is touch me, and the next thing you know, I'm picking up the bed my friends carried me in and walking right out of there, feet back.
Yeah. About that, I was dead. Now I'm not. Anybody want to try to take that on? Not that it's a competition.
Okay, I admit, the whole coming back from the dead thing is pretty cool. But now that I can see and stuff, it's really hard to know all of the hard things and realize that the world is a lot more beautiful for some people rather than others.
Yeah, and now I can hear, it's kind of tough to learn about all the really hard stuff people have to go through. I never realized how much help people needed.
And I was just thinking, I might have to use these new legs of mine to go to some of the places Jesus hasn't been able to go to yet. I know I can't do the same things he does for people, but at least I might be able to do something.
Guys, shouldn't we still be talking about how cool the whole coming back from the dead thing is? I mean, come on. What?
I'm beginning to think this whole A in church thing isn't such a good idea. Maybe there's a reason no one ever did it before.
Spoken like somebody who's never gotten an A before. Maybe an L's more kind of your letter. L for loser.
That's enough. I'm out of here. Good luck with your A.
You're leaving me alone here?
You can come too.
Where are you going? Alexander said I could go with him, but I need you. You are actually pretty mean. You're right. I'll say I'm sorry. Later. But now, you've got to help. What's next?
Well, there's this little action, 2008, back in,
Let me guess, 2008.
how did you...
It's a gift.
For the last 8 years, our church school has been putting on a story time play. But now that it's our turn to write it, it seems as though they've run out of stories.
That does seem to be a problem. But do you really think they've run out of stories?
They've run out of the good ones anyway.
Yeah, we're stuck around playing a letter.
A letter? Any letter in particular?
Yeah, I think they call it 1 Corinthians 12 and 13. Have you ever heard of it?
Has Paul heard of it? That would be an affirmative. Paul wrote it.
Hey, no offense, dude.
Actually, I always thought it was quite a good letter. Maybe want to change it.
He's not the teacher yet, Keo. And look, Paul, no one ever said it wasn't a good letter. It's just that you can't make a plan on a letter, can you?
A play? Paul never thought about it when Paul was writing it. But maybe there are some things you could do. You know how Paul wrote about the different gifts God gives to different people? Maybe you could assign those gifts to the different grades that are going to be in the storytelling.
The 5th and 6th, you mean the 5th and 6th graders could be the missionaries?
The kindergartens and first graders could be the missionaries.
How do you think of these things?
Maybe the second and third graders could be the helpers. Is that what you're talking about, dude?
Paul has never thought of himself as a dude before. But yes, that's exactly what Paul's talking about.
And the fourth graders could be the preachers.
Excellent.
Excellent idea. Maybe we could take it even further. You know how we wrote about the different jobs working together, just like the different parts of the body? Maybe the missionaries could be the feet, and the helpers be the hands.
The missionaries could be the eyes and ears.
And the preachers could be the mouths.
Paul hopes that helps. Oh, look at the time. Paul will be late for Paul's interview. Hope that helps, Steve. Maybe I'll come back to check in.
So, how does this all make a storytelling play?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. We could do something better than a play. We could make it fun and make it a competition to win.
A competition?
An election. We could give all the grades the jobs Paul talked about and have a campaign to see which job is most important.
Paul didn't say anything but an election.
What? Forget it. That is a great idea.
Elections are fun. Everybody loves them. An election will bring everybody closer together.
This is the best. We're doing it. We're gonna get an A for sure.
We are getting an A? Well, I guess I'm the one getting the A, but did I say thank you? I mean that. Now, what's next?
Actually, I think I'm done here.
Done? You're kidding me. We're just getting started.
No, actually, I think I'm done.
You're right. It's time for a break. We both need it. Great idea.
Not a break. I'm done. This is actually not such a great idea.
Wait, come back. I need you. Fine. Be that way, all of you. Who needs you all anyway? I'll get my A in church by myself. I'll memorize every law, all the wisdom, every person's name. I'll memorize the whole Bible if I have to. And if that's not enough, I'll start my own church, and it'll be the best church ever, with lots of things to know, and lots of secret rules, and everyone will be in it, but I won't let them. And then I'll definitely get my A, because I'll give it to me. What do you think of that? Stupid friends, stupid A, stupid me.
Annalise? You busy?
No, I was just, busy memorizing some Bible verses. Something was got in my eye. You came back?
Of course we came back.
Of course we came back. This is story time, remember?
Yeah, we couldn't leave these people without a resolution.
You
mean everybody's been watching me all this time? Okay, that really was something in my eye. I wasn't crying, I mean it.
We got you something.
You got me something?
Actually, it was Lucas's idea.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about it, and you wanted that A so badly. I figured I got you one.
This is the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me.
Dude, it's just a cardboard A, but it makes sense. You know, that's what I was thinking. Back when I wanted that A for myself. When I started reading all the Bibles, all the scripts, I noticed something. Did you ever realize they all kind of end in the same way?
How so?
Well, no matter what Bible verses you think they're about, basically a whole bunch of kids get into some kind of arguments and get mad at each other.
And then somehow at the end, almost out of nowhere, they all seem to the same realization that love is really the important thing.
Hey, now that you mention it, there is kind of a pattern.
It's like we've all been living in this one giant theme.
And then next year, they completely forget about it and have to learn about it all over again.
And now that you mention it, they pretty much use that Twilight Zone music every year. We really are living in a repeating universe.
So when I started thinking about it, I realized that maybe getting an A in church really wasn't the most important thing. So if it meant that much to you, why not let you have it? There you go, your A in church.
Thanks, I guess. Maybe it was kind of a bonehead idea.
Want to give it back?
No way.
I don't get it. When you put an A in church, all you get is church. And that's nothing, right?
I guess. Hey, sorry I called you a loser earlier. That was wrong of me.
That's okay. It actually made me think. Maybe the important thing in church isn't getting an A in church, as long as there's always an L, only not for loser, for love.
Wow, they really do all come back to love, don't they?
Every time.
How about we bring everybody back here and sing a song?
Every